Karvy has apparently come out with a wealth report for the year 2011, which sums up how the year 2011 has been and what has been the trend as far as wealth creation is concerned, not only in equities but also among other asset classes. Hrishikesh Parandekar is joining us, CEO and Group Head, Broking, Wealth Management and Asset Management at Karvy Group. Hrishikesh, thank you so much for your time. What were the key takeaways of the wealth report for the year 2011?
Second year we are doing the India Wealth Report, and we hope to make this an annual tradition. And the attempt is to look at wealth of Indians at large, not just any specific segment of the Indian population. And so this is India's overall wealth, you, me, the average Joe on the street. And we look at all financial assets. The only thing we don't include in individual wealth is the wealth in gold, also precious metals, or in real assets like real estate, because it's hard to quantify from a financial standpoint. So the trend is that last year we estimated the total wealth to be about 73 lakh crores, and despite all the noise that comes out of underperformance in the equity markets, from FY10 to FY11 we saw Indian wealth overall go up to about 86 lakh crores, so about an 18% increase. This was driven largely on the back of a pretty significant increase in terms of the fixed income assets. India is a fixed income oriented investing market, and that went up pretty significantly, and now it outstrips fixed income largely in terms of fixed deposit and bond, outstrips equities as the largest asset class. Overall, from a fixed income standpoint, about 2/3 of India's wealth is in fixed income, and we expect that this trend will continue. We have seen continued growth, and we have continued to be at an inflection point, and we think over the next 5 years wealth will triple and go to about 250 lakh crores. So we see the trends as being very positive, largely even on the back of fixed income appreciation as well as on continued savings by households.
Whatever be the case, whether it's fixed income or equities, everything to an extent hinges largely on how the economy shapes up, and you would agree that the year 2011 has not been an easy year, not only on the global front but even on the domestic front. For 2012, what's your outlook? How easy, or rather how difficult it is going to be for everyone out there to see wealth creation?
See, while we talk about the fact that the Indian growth rate doesn't seem to be at the near 10% levels, we have recently had a negative reading on the IIP growth. The fact is that India still continues to be among the fastest growing countries in the world, right? So even if we grow not at a 8-9% but at a 7% level, that's a 7% real growth, and with inflation where it is, it's still a 15% nominal growth, and that is growing. We as Indians have very strong savings oriented values. While we are kind of increasing our consumption patterns, we continue to be saving a third of our incomes, and that continues to add to the overall pool. So as a country, as an economy, as households, as individuals, we continue to get richer. And so while temporarily you think about what's happening in equity and feel like we are losing wealth, overall the wealth continues to grow. The outlook for 2012 is very similar. So we probably will see a growth rate which is not very aggressive, but perhaps in the 6 to 7% range. Equity markets, predictions are obviously always hard, but we expect some amount of choppiness to continue. But all the other asset classes will do well, and we will see continued investment in fixed income and things such as gold.
Just one quick question, Hrishikesh. Alternate asset classes, they've emerged quite substantial ones this time. Similar trend for 2012, assuming that global economy remains subdued?
We believe so. We have seen about a 50% increase of a very small base in between FY10 and FY11. From FY11 on, we expect the trend to continue. And today, if you look at the wealth composition, it's about 0.3% of India's wealth is in alternate assets, and globally it's about more than 6%. And so as the Indian economy matures and the Indian wealth matures, we expect to continue to see that trend. So we expect growth to be pretty strong in alternate assets next year as well.
All right, Hrishikesh, thank you so much for your time. Great chatting with you. That's Karvy's wealth report for the year 2011, chatting about what are the key takeaways. We'll take a break, rather I should say, we'll wrap up this edition of BioCell. We'll toss it over to Power Lunch, but quickly remind all our viewers that the contest is still on.